So I'm in the process of building this CJ7 Jeep, and I have a Tesla battery module that I purchased that had 14, or Tesla battery that had 14 modules in it. So I have everything tore apart. I bought this tool to scan the batteries to figure out exactly how much imbalance are in each module. So some questions for the people who do this kind of stuff a lot. I'm learning and want to see if you can help me here. Here's what I got. Okay, so let's talk about how many millivolts of imbalance we have. At 21.29 volts, we have 23 millivolts, 4 millivolts, 3 millivolts, 3 millivolts, 4 millivolts, 14 millivolts, 4 millivolts, 26 millivolts, 11 millivolts, the bad one, 40 millivolts, 8 millivolts, 3 millivolts, 3, and 5. The way I tested this is I used Kevin's device called a TBBM, and I haven't got a chance to really play around and do everything with this, but so this is considered a good one because it's under 6 millivolts, so you'll get the little thumbs up when you get to that. If it's more than 6, you get a little red thumbs down. But it gives you the basic info, the voltage of the pack, the individual voltage, and then how far off it is. So my question is, in building this Jeep, I need to decide how many of the modules that I can use to build the battery pack. So if I use them all, I'm around 350 volts. But I was under the assumption from the person that I bought it from that there was one that isn't good. And maybe that's isn't good because it wouldn't be up to Tesla standards at being off for 40 millivolts. Or is there something that I'm missing in testing these? So I saw Kevin also take a resistor, put it across, I think it was around 150 amps. So he would then, after it was balanced, he would then use that resistor to pull that 150 amps while he was then using that device to test, and he was getting between 14 and 24 millivolts off under load. So is that the true test of knowing whether there's something additionally that I shouldn't use one of these? Because I would love to use all 14 so that I could stay at the 350 volts. All right, so the next question. The Tesla modules that are off, let's say the one that's 40 millivolts. If I top balance this, does it stay balanced, or is that also a test to tell you how good the battery is? So that's kind of, I mean, because I could top balance them, but obviously I'm not at the voltage I need to be. So that's one of the things I'm doing is getting ready to buy a charger, and I need to know what voltage I'm going to be at so that I can buy the proper charger. And then the goal is to use the Vero BMS to control that charger. So should I top balance every individual pack prior to putting this whole pack together? And if I do that, will they stay that way? Or is that the true test to show you whether the module is just older, has some imbalance permanently? So what's your thoughts on that? So if you could help me out here, I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to make a cool project. So next, kind of a cool fact. This is just a little sidebar I'm throwing in here for anybody who is just watching this from the Jeep build and ever thought about solar, because I think about solar a lot, and not because like not because I want to save the earth, but just because I like free stuff. And if I can build something very, very cheap and then drive an electric car and get mileage reimbursement for my business, I think that's pretty cool. So a typical house, I believe the number is like 30 kilowatt hours a day, maybe 40, I don't know. Depends on if you have geothermal, if your kids know how to shut lights off. I'm sure people use a lot less than that. This battery pack right here, they talk about how expensive solar is to install. The expensive part is having a company come in and do it. If you learn how to do this stuff yourself, and it's extremely dangerous when you're dealing with voltages, so I'm not saying, hey, go do something that you have no idea how to do. You can do it really cheap. So for example, this right here, one battery pack, let's say you can get this for $1,000. If you use all these modules, you have 70 kilowatt hours of energy in this one battery pack. If you go try to buy a Powerwall, Tesla Powerwall, it has like 10 kilowatt hours of energy and they charge you like $10,000. So this is 70, it's the equivalent of like 7 of those, and you can get it for $1,000. Now, obviously you have to build a box for it to go in. You have to put all the wiring in, you have to do all the, it's really not that hard. There's so much information, and that's why I always tell my kids, use YouTube. It's incredible the amount of information that you can learn on there. But you buy yourself, I mean, there's currently solar panels on sale for like $170 for 550 bifacial. And so let's say you buy 10 of those, $1,700 plus this. It would take you forever to charge up 70 kilowatt hours of energy. But if you're not using it for your 100% of your house, you could use it for just charging your car. It's amazing how cheap you could do that, and how people think that solar is $40,000 for somebody to install a small system. It is, but you can do it yourself for a hell of a lot cheaper.